This is a practice exercise from page 137 in the textbook. We're trying to figure out which metals will be oxidized by other metals using the activity series. So the question asks, which of the following metals will be oxidized by lead to nitrate? Is it zinc, copper, or iron? So the first thing we want to do is think about what's happening in the activity series itself. So if you take a look at the activity series shows us metals and their corresponding cations, because the shift from neutral to cation requires the loss of an electron, and the loss of an electron is oxidation. So these are all written as oxidation reactions. So we can find lead on this table, and I can tell that this is the correct equation, because if I think about the formula of lead to nitrate, I know that my lead cation is Pb2 positive, and then nitrate is NO3 with a negative charge. So I know that I've got this lead ion, this lead cation, and I'm trying to figure out which other metals can it oxidize. And I do that by checking the place of the other metals in the activity series. So the first one they're asking me about is zinc, and I can see that zinc is up here. Zinc is above where lead is in the activity series, and that means that zinc can be oxidized by lead, because if you look at this description here, the description talks about the ease of oxidation. So the higher up it is, the easier it is to oxidize. So zinc absolutely can be oxidized by the lead. Next one we want to look for is the copper, and we're going to have to scroll down to find the copper. Copper is down here, and since copper is below lead in the oxidation series, or the activity series, that means that lead cannot oxidize copper. Copper is harder to oxidize. The last one we're going to look at is iron, and iron is again up here in the activity series, so that tells us that iron can be oxidized by lead. It is easier to oxidize. It's higher up in the activity series. So the two metals that can be oxidized by lead are the zinc and the iron.